to another particular Minecraft video. And this is my 10:1 scale Minecraft RMS Olympic update number 2. Um, so update number 1 I posted back in April on my birthday. And today is actually exactly 6 months since the Titanic hit the iceberg anniversary. So yeah, 6 months until its anniversary, 6 months from its anniversary. So, as you can see, I've done quite a bit. I've gotten all the shell plating done. Uh, I got the nameplate there. I got the big ol' anchor chain hole in the front. Show you. Big ol' hole. This is where the anchor chains would have come out of. I've also, you can see, I've copied some of the hull, some of the bow, to the other side. I got some of the numbers down here, Done quite a bit on it, so that's the bow. Now, I originally planned to do the next update once I finish the entire hull. Um, but I realized that the stern shell plating is like, I think yeah, the stern shell plating is like really difficult, I guess. So I want speed. I'll show you what I did for that. So FOV is a little bit weird now, but whatever. So get in through here. Oh, yeah, and also you can see I've finished the entire hull. The last update I didn't even finish the stern. Hull still isn't very good, and if I do another 10:1 scale chip in the future, I'll definitely find some better method. But I'm just keeping this for now. So this is the stern now. You can see I've got the propeller shafts put in there and there. I'll remove my speed effect. Effect clear. Speed. Ah, there we go. So, as you can see, it's once again very blocky kind of a jagged kind of edged hull. I'm still pretty happy with how it turned out though in the end. It looks pretty nice, especially from a distance. Um, Stern part up here, I'll show you the stern. It's probably some of the hardest bits to do. But as you can see over here, I've not done the shell plating yet. So I started with the shell plating up at the top here, which was fairly simple. I could get that done. But then once I started doing it around the bottom of this stuff here, it just went terribly. So I did a bit down there at the draft line, but I haven't really continued that. And I decided it took me like 4 attempts so far. I'm on my fourth or fifth attempt. So I decided to put the shell plating on a pause and instead go to the bow and work on the well deck and forecastle and superstructure and whatever. I'll come back to the shell plating next. So if I apply my speed effect again, I drop down to the bottom of the ship. All the way to the bow again. It's gonna take a bit. Oh, okay, there you go. Lagged. So I've only copied the hull up to this point, because that is where the well deck ends. I'll show you what I've gotten done on the well deck and forecastle, I guess. So the hull is still not very great, as you can see, but it's yeah, it's there. So I've gotten the forecastle, like the decking put in, and then the well deck I have all the details done. So since I finished the well deck, I'm probably just gonna move on to the forecastle details next. And then after that, might go back to the shell plating or just start work on the superstructure. So up here, I have the area marked out for the cargo crane, or not cargo crane, what in the world? For the anchor, the center anchor. And I have all the deck here. Deck is just that. And it's actually, there's this one plank here is half a block wider than these other ones just because of the copy paste, but I don't care. It looks good how it is. So this is that's all the forecastle there. And then this is the well deck. So I'll show you a bit more close up of these details in a second here. Now on the real life ship, technically the deck, I don't really know how to explain it. It had a sort of weird kind of shear, although basically every ship has this weird kind of shear, where basically the deck, if we take a cross section, and this is like the deck, it's most visible on like um, older cargo ships where the deck kind of curves up like this, just very, very slightly. So the Titanic did have that extremely slightly, very, very, very slightly. So if I was going to incorporate that, I would basically take the ends of these. You can see where it just drops down a block. I'd add another line of probably like 3 blocks behind that, and basically just make a big ol' curve behind there, as if it were like an angled funnel. But I've not bothered to do that. I don't really need to anyway. I started this project like almost a year ago, so I kind of want to get it out of the way. It's a very ambitious project that I just, yeah, just want to get it done. So this is the well deck here. I'll show you some of the details. So I've gotten all these doors done like that. Got the ladders, which I still have no clue what these ladders are for behind the staircases. I've had a few theories, but nothing um, reasonable, really. I've also got some of the framing done. You can see, like right here, there's a big old frame there, and then there's another one right here, and all the walls line up with the frames, and I got a bit of the piping here, water piping. I've seen pictures from like Titanic Honor and Glory and stuff like that to help me with these details. So, like that one single bit of piping, it was only on that side and not on this side. But the doors added, got the portholes added, windows. Here's a bollard, bollard, whatever you want to call it. Fairly simple. It's there. Also with the planking, like with the decks, there was this kind of I don't know how to explain it. There's this just like strip of um a different type of wood, and it wasn't really in plank form either. So it's kind of around the edges of stuff, like around the edge there, and around the bollards, the walls, and the cargo hatches here. So yeah, this is one of the cargo hatches. Um, yeah, I got the staircases done here, slash ladders, whatever you want to call them. They're just very steep staircases. Um, I got these things here in between the cargo hatches. I learned that this big old center thing was actually a vent, or basically it came up through here. I don't really know how to show you how it was a vent. It was basically, it was kind of like a hole through here, and then air could like come up and out there. I've not made it wide enough to do that though. So it's that, and then there's also these other things on the side, which kind of look like bollards. I don't really know what they're for though, but I've added them. They might be bollards, something for the rigging. I don't know. They might have had to do with the cargo, like a big old cargo crane on the mast. I know on the um, Britannic Patroness of the Mediterranean, it has those in between the cargo hatches, but those they come up and they're like actual vents too. It appears to be vents. So, but these are not clearly not these are not the same as on the Britannic, so I don't really know what they're for. These green things here, these are actually electric cargo winches. So you could basically attach cargo on them, and it could like pull up and down cargo through there. Just like the cargo cranes swing over the side of the ship, take cargo from the side and bring it over here, and put it in the cargo hatch. And then with the cargo winches, they could like pull up the cargo a little, not too necessary, I would think, but it's still there, so I've added them. Very detailed. I'm actually kind of impressed myself with the amount of detail I managed to fit into this. Um, and this one too. There were two of them. And then of course I have the big old cargo cranes. These took me like 2 or 3 entire days to build because they are complex. So I've used diagrams, pictures, blueprints, whatever, to try and get the most accurate kind of cargo cranes. And I am also surprised by the amount of detail I fit in these. So like on these cargo cranes, they actually do have ladders, just like the staircases underneath the staircases. But these ladders are to actually get on the cargo crane, and you'd come around to the side here, step up onto the platform, and this is where you can control it. But staircases, I still just don't know. Uh, so yeah, and then the cargo crane arms, I said these are in its stored positions. So there's this other gray little thing here, with some sort of ropes on it, which I've added. I've seen in pictures and blueprints. Once again, not totally sure what that's for either, but it's there, so I added it. I also added the ropes on the actual cargo cranes. And as I said, they are in the stored position, so I have the stored arms here. But yeah, they're very detailed. I do like the incredible amount of detail on these. I got the bollards back here. On the sides, I have the little, what are they? It's kind of like supports to hold up the side. This little like railing of the well deck here. There's also some holes, which I assume there's one there, and then there's one like one at the front of the well deck, one at the back of the well deck. I'll show you this back well deck one. It's like that. I think these holes were for the ropes. They go through the holes right in onto the bollards there, I think. So I've added those. Um, Also, really all this detail is based on pictures, models, whatever. So that there's this kind of covering over the edges of the well deck, except for these last two here for some reason, where these are kind of just open and they have a thing there. And they got these different kind of supports. I'll show you. It's on the other side too, like that. And then I also added these little elbow things, reinforcement elbows on the sides, which supposedly help hold up the walls or something. Supposedly for reinforcement. I'm not totally sure about that though. Because I mean, like, if you had one in the back here, back of the well deck, why wouldn't you have one in the front of the well deck? So, just a little confused about that too. There were also some pipes, which I'm adding with diorite wall here, which I'll finish up when I do the rest of the superstructure. You can see they were on both sides, which you can't really see over there. I have all the portholes added, and yeah, really all the details are accurate to blueprints and pictures. There's also some other vents that I added here according to the blueprints next to the clear my speed effect. There we go. There's also some vents next to the cargo cranes, which were there according to the blueprints. I don't really think many people know about these vents here, but they were there. They were basically touching the cargo cranes. They weren't actually touching them, but they were very close. So the best I can do at the 10-to-1 is touching. So yeah. That's basically the whole update, really. Um, I think the next update I'll probably have finished the hull. I don't know if I'll do portholes because that would take quite a while. And if I did do them, I would just they'd be the same on both sides. I wouldn't be bothered to do um bothered to get port side, and I wouldn't bother to get the different porthole placements. I would just do one side and copy everything and paste it over. Um, so hopefully, I think I should have the forecastle deck done. I'll have the hull done, both sides, and then I might be starting the superstructure at that point. Or maybe, if I'm not doing the superstructure, I might be doing the stern well deck and poop deck details. So I'm hoping to do my next update, probably on the either on the 10th again, or maybe on the 14th or 15th, Titanic's anniversary. I don't know if I had mentioned earlier in the this video, is that it has been exactly 6 months from the Titanic hitting the iceberg anniversary. Tomorrow it'll be when it fully sinks. 6 months since then. Um, so yeah, there's my RMS Olympic update number 2. So yeah, I'll probably see you on update 3. I'd be surprised if I didn't. Um, hopefully I will see you there. Also, I do have a few announcements in case you are watching this video up to here. Number 1, uh, I do have. I'm gonna be releasing 2 videos today, actually. This one, and I'm releasing another one, which is kind of part of my announcement. This other announcement is that I'm starting a survival series, with Zach and Iron Wolf and Trey. So, it's just it's on Bedrock. Um, so I've already recorded part 1 yesterday. I'm gonna post it today after I post this video. Um, and also I do have another video coming after that, probably tomorrow. Although, hopefully tomorrow. It might be later than that though, depending on what kind of things happen. It's going to be a time lapse of me building a Lego ship, um, in real life. Uh, so I'll go over details on that video about it. Let's see, anything else? I think that's really it. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. So oh yeah, join the Discord if you haven't and you want to. I have the link in all my videos. Um, so bye for now.